Regardless of whether the circumstances we're facing may be considered by others to be small or big, it's not unusual for us to experience the feelings of disempowerment or a sense that we're lacking control over the uncomfortable or unpleasant event that we find ourselves in. It's important to remember that during these times, we need our distress tolerance skills to make it through the situation without engaging in old, unhealthy and ineffective behaviours. Remember, intense emotions don't last forever. Without our own internal actions that keep them continuously going, they often only last for a mere minute or two. It's during this time that we can use the skills available to us in dialectical behaviour therapy to help us get through situations that are stimulating these negative emotional experiences. In the PDF at the bottom of the page that's attached to this video, I'll leave some links in the description below, we're going to go over the skill that's known as improve the moment to help us learn how to tolerate unpleasant emotional experiences until the level of intensity subsides. Learning to improve the moment gives us the skills we need to let an uncomfortable emotional experience pass us by without reacting to it in a way that makes the external situation worse than it already is, or causing our emotional experience to intensify to a level of emotional distress that creates an ineffective behavioural coping mechanism that we really don't want to use. As with many of the skills of dialectical behaviour therapy, Improve continues the trend that follows the basic standards of mnemonics, as each letter is a prompt to take a behavioural reaction in a particular direction. So Improve stands for imagery, meaning, prayer, relaxation, one thing in one moment, vacation, and encouragement. Let's go over a brief description of what each aspect of this skill means. Take a time out from the situation that's causing the emotional distress. Spend a period of time imagining yourself dealing successfully with the problem that you're facing. In dialectical behaviour therapy, this involves being in a state of wise mind, which would leave you feeling accomplished when the situation is over. When you take the time to picture the future in a positive way, you may actually be able to change the outcome of the problem in your favour. Often we can struggle to find meaning in what we feel are emotionally painful situations, or maybe we can even attach meaning to things where there is none. However, try asking yourself, what can I learn from this experience? This may open up the possibility of being more empathetic towards ourselves and others. Maybe you'll build new relationships with people, or even find yourself on a new journey with a completely different direction. Try to find a reason or a possible reason to explain your present sense of suffering, and ask yourself if you're making something personal that may not be personal at all. For those of you that find comfort in one of the many different religions or spiritual practices that are available to us, prayer can often be a rewarding, empowering, and helpful experience for us to participate in. Prayer can come in any form that works for you, and the prayer itself can be to any type of higher power that you choose, including God or the universe. It can sometimes be empowering to surrender your problems to the higher power and ask to tolerate the situation a little longer. If prayer isn't something that's appealing to you, don't worry, try practicing guided meditation instead, as this has often been shown to achieve the same results. Any human being will naturally tense up during emotionally stressful situations as a result of activating what's known as our fight or flight instinct. This system is an innate, primal response to fear, so knowing how to disengage it is an important skill to have. The tip skill we talked about previously will help us with this disengagement in the moment, but there are many things that we can do to increase our window of tolerance that will make it harder to enter this primal state in the first place. When we engage in relaxing activities, it can calm the physiological distress we're experiencing. These activities can include, but are not restricted to, deep breathing, yoga, the practice of tapping, acupuncture, taking a hot bath, or going on a mindful and relaxing walk. Remember, activating our senses in times of emotional overwhelm can often disengage the activation of the fight or flight system we're currently experiencing. Staying in the moment is something many people strive to do but often struggle with in practice. Letting go of the past along with the distressing possibilities in the future will increase our chances of reaching this goal. Adding old issues to a situation or obsessively worrying about potential consequences of a future situation isn't going to be helpful in solving the problem. Breaking things down into small achievable tasks can often alleviate the sensation of overwhelming emotions that are attached to any situation that we're struggling with. Find the one thing that you can do right now, in this moment, and focus your entire self to that task. Remember, being one mindful and creating what's often referred to as a one-track mind helps emotions feel less overwhelming. For most people, when we find ourselves on the ideal vacation, we're able to take a break from any emotionally overwhelming thoughts and many, if not all, of our stresses in life. This allows us to return home from our break ready to take on the challenges that we left behind. Unfortunately, most of us aren't able to take a real vacation during moments of crisis. However, we can take a vacation in our mind. When you're in a moment of emotional overwhelm, try to take a step back and imagine yourself somewhere else. This can be as simple as taking an evening stroll around the lake or driving along a coastal highway. When you find this vacation space in your mind, stay as long as necessary and revisit it as often as you need. Hopefully, you'll be able to return with more tolerance for your current circumstances. Remember, there's absolutely nothing wrong with distract and avoid as long as it isn't the only skill that we use. In moments of emotionally overwhelming circumstances, one thing that many people seek out is encouragement from others. However, this encouragement doesn't have to come from an external source in order to be effective. You can give yourself encouragement by repeating phrases or positive affirmations that are meaningful to you. Simple statements such as "I got this" or "I can improve this moment" can be effective in reducing the negative impact we're currently experiencing as a result of the emotionally overwhelming situation that's playing out in front of us. Repeating these phrases while looking at yourself in the mirror is an extremely effective skill to practice too. So say it loud and say it proud. You may even find your ability to motivate yourself surprising and even be amazed at the way you manage to make it through a challenging situation. All the skills found in the dialectical behaviour therapy model are designed to be used anywhere and anytime you need to tolerate a situation that you cannot change. This is the same for all of the distress tolerance techniques that are found in the improve the moment skill. However, just like the other skills, it's important that you practice these techniques during minor situations where you're not feeling emotionally overwhelmed. This will allow you to develop an automatic way of practicing this skill, which will increase the chances of it coming to you naturally when bigger problems arise. If you take a look around my YouTube channel or the pages of my website, you're going to find a lot more videos and handouts about this and any other subject to do with dialectical behaviour therapy skills training. As always, if you like the content of this video, please subscribe to the channel, smash that like button and turn on those notifications for all the latest from me and the Liberation Place. I hope this video gave you some insight for how you can improve the moment by using this particular skill. Thanks for watching, hope to see you again soon, take care, be safe and be well.